At the age of 19, I developed cervical spine neuritis following two serious neck injuries that happened close together when I was a nurse. In simple terms, that means all the nerves that supply my head, neck, shoulders and arms are chronically inflamed. Many of the vertebrae in my neck and upper back have subsequently collapsed, and I was diagnosed with acute fibromyalgia in the mid-90s. It is a condition associated with long-standing neck injuries. That is when I took up singing. It was my solace. My faith kept me going through that particular period of dark despair, and singing became for me an expression of that faith. I have won many prizes for my singing, and had disputes too over my laid-back style of singing. One does not sing opera like that, and I'm simply not going to listen to you if I don't see your buttocks clenched through that tight dress of yours when you sing, are two insults that particularly stick in my mind. When I sang on Britain's Got Talent, I literally could not hear myself to sing. The nerves that supply my head are chronically inflamed, and I experience pain and ringing in my ears when subjected to loud noise, and so I can't hear properly. Believe me when I say I understand what it must be like for animals on bonfire night when all the fireworks are going off. And believe me too when I tell you Britain's Got Talent auditions are loud. If you want to hear me sing properly, go to Britain's Got More Talent website and see what happens when people give me the sound system support my condition requires. You can also hear me sing Mascagni's Over Maria, In the Bleak Midwinter, and the full version of Puccini's O Mio Bambino Caro is on there too. Mascagni's Ave Maria was recorded in memory of the 3rd anniversary of the death of my much-loved and missed mother. When Mom became too ill to look after herself, she didn't want to go into a home, so I took care of her for 6 years until she died here with me at home in June 2006. I could do that for her because, of course, I started my working career as a nurse. Those years were the best 6 years of my life, and I will always treasure them. When all else fails, love is the one thing that always endures and survives. Love never dies. In the Bleak Midwinter was recorded in memory of my dear sweet little Harry dog. She was so beautiful, so lovely and special. Due to too much inbreeding in her line, she was born with bad epilepsy and had to be on medication most of her life. I devoted so many hours to caring for her over the 9.5 years she lived, and she was worth every minute. Through her, I learned what it feels like to truly love and be loved by a little dog. She died last Christmas, and I am only just starting to recover from her death, which came as a terrible blow to me just when I was starting to come to terms with losing Mum. That is why it's taken me so long to get round to putting something on the net about my performance on Britain's Got Talent. With so much grief and sadness in this world, which none of us can avoid, it is so very sad that people find the need to be unkind to one another. But all too often, money, not love, drives men's actions. And it seems that the more money some people have, the more money they want. And with that lust for money grows a greater desire for power and to be idolized, which gives way to corruption in every form. The pathway of corruption is a wide one, whilst the pathway of love is a narrow one, but it is the only way to peace.